Welcome everybody. Today my goal is to help you gain more customers and business partners by understanding how to structure the story that you share about your journey with your business or product so that prospects really listen to what you have to say. Storytelling is the key to helping others see the benefits of using your product or joining your business by creating an emotional connection that is then backed up by logic. I'm Diane DeLongshaw, and this training is part 2 of becoming a better storyteller. So if you haven't watched part 1, go to the Power of Storytelling episode 1, and there's a link to that in the description below. If you can tell a story about how you got your big aha moment, and if you structure your story right, your prospect will have the same epiphany and will sell themselves on your product or opportunity. This big aha moment needs to translate to be that one thing you believe that you can share to help your prospect believe, that will knock down all other objections, make them irrelevant, or make them disappear altogether. Why just one thing? Because it's a proven fact that if you have a product or opportunity that you're trying to sell and you try to make more than one point or ask someone to focus on more than one thing in a sales message, conversion rates drop by half. This one thing creates belief. It makes all other objections irrelevant. If you can make people believe that your business or your product is the key to what they desire most, healthier skin, stronger body, weight loss, better lifestyle, more financial freedom, and is only attainable through your vehicle or company, then all other objections and concerns become irrelevant and they buy your product or join your team. So how do we get people to believe? Well, let's look at story structure. Why are some people better storytellers than others? The first key is oversimplification. When you're telling stories, you need to be at about a 3rd grade level. Many of us like to show off our vocabulary and use big words, and there's definitely a time and a place for that, but not when you're telling stories. People digest information easily at about a 3rd grade level, and above that, you start to lose them. When you share a complex idea, you need to use a kinda like bridge. So for example, I'm in skincare and our systems are multi-step systems using what we call a multi-med therapy philosophy. So when I explain that, I say, it's kind of like baking a cake. It takes the right ingredients and the right measurements mixed in the right way and baked for a specific amount of time to give you a perfect cake. Same thing with skincare. It takes the right ingredients and the right formulations and delivered in the right order consistently over time to give you the results you're looking for with your skin. When you're sharing something people may not understand, just say it's kind of like and relate it to something easy to understand. The next key to improving your storytelling is to add in feelings and emotions. You have to connect with an emotion of the prospect so that you can help them feel the same way you did when you were looking at this business. This emotional experience helps them connect with you. Here's an example. I was sitting at home and I could hear my husband and kids in the other room playing. They had no idea what had just happened. I was sitting there freaked out because I knew the bills were due, but I had no idea how I was going to pay them. I started to get a shooting pain in my stomach. It felt like a heart attack, but it was lower in my gut. I felt this pressure coming down and I literally felt like someone was sitting on my neck. It got so heavy, I couldn't lift my head. The only thing I could see were the palms of my hands and they were sweating, yet I was freezing cold. My whole body was shaking and shivering because I was in so much pain and frustration, yet I was frozen with fear. By explaining how she felt, you almost instantly feel something similar. When you tell a story this way, you are controlling the state of the person listening. You want them to feel the same way you did when you had your epiphany so that they can experience the same epiphany and then potentially apply that epiphany to their life. Does that make sense? Is this getting you to think differently about how you're sharing your product in your business? Let me know in the comments if this is causing a shift in the way you're thinking about sharing in the future. So now let's talk about story structure and the Epiphany Bridge. All good stories are built on 3 foundational elements: character, desire, and conflict, also known as the plot. You need a character, you need a desire, what were you looking for, what did you want to achieve, and you need a conflict. What was happening to you that was not enabling you to get to your desire? Think about this and write it down. It can be super simple. It's just to get you thinking. So here's mine. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Diane, and all she wanted more than anything was to be able to spend more time with her babies that she had worked so hard to have. But she owned a small business that had her working days, nights, and weekends, and she couldn't leave because her family needed the second income. Period. That's it. Super simple, right? Okay, now, on to the Epiphany Bridge, which is your story structured in a way to help your prospect have their own aha moment. So an Epiphany Bridge story has 8 core sections that pull you through your journey. Number 1, the backstory. What is your backstory that gives us a vested interest in your journey? This means remembering where you were before your big aha moment. This story starts at about the same place your prospect is in life right now. They desire what you are already creating or have achieved. With the backstory, they can see that you were once where they are now, and they will have faith that you can take them where they want to go. Number 2, your desires. What is it you want to accomplish? First, what is the external struggle you're dealing with? This is what drives your journey. What were you looking to escape from? Or what were you looking to create? This is probably the struggle that you share now. Second, what is the internal struggle that you're dealing with? This is the root cause of your struggles. Sometimes it's hard to share what the actual internal struggles are, but if you're willing to get vulnerable and share your internal struggles, this will build rapport faster than anything else you can do. Your internal struggle is usually tied to love or status or both. So how do you dig down to the internal struggle? Here's an example of a conversation. Someone tells you they want to make money. You ask them why. They say, so I can cut back on my hours at my regular job. Why do you want to do that? Because my kids are in full-time daycare and I really think they should be at home with me. Why do you feel that way? Because my definition of a successful family is being there for my kids. Why is that your definition? Because my mom was home for me when I was growing up, and I want that for my kids too. Why is that important to you? Because people might think I'm a bad mother if I'm not there for them more. Notice the status reason here. And then you ask one more question. Any other reason? Because I want my kids to know they're important to me so that they love me and look up to me and think I'm a great mom. There it is. The internal struggle is not that she wants to make money, it's that she wants her kids to love her. When you share your story, touch on the external because that's what people are willing to acknowledge, but then share your internal struggles too. That is what people will resonate with. Those prospects who are dealing with the same internal struggles will have instant rapport with you, and you'll be speaking to them at a subconscious level. They'll be thinking about feelings they've never really shared in the past, but know are true. Now, on to number 3, the wall. What was the wall or problem you hit within your current opportunity that started you on this new journey? The wall is the frustration you felt because the current opportunity you've been using to try to accomplish your desires is not working. This is the reason you're willing to go on a journey to try something new. This is what drives emotion for your prospects and sets up the correct circumstances for them to experience the epiphany. The wall is often a point of frustration, fear, or hopelessness. Be sure to spend time here sharing how you felt. Number 4, the epiphany. What was the epiphany you experienced and the new opportunity that you discovered? This is the point where something happened that made you realize you needed to make a change and launch a home-based business of your own. The company you joined is the new opportunity, and it is the vehicle you decided to step into to accomplish your goal or desire. Number 5, the plan. What was the plan you created to achieve your desire? What are the steps you took to make your new business fit into your life to achieve your goals? Number 6, the conflict. What conflict did you experience along the way? This is when something happened where you could have thrown in the towel and given up on your new business and returned to your old life, or kept moving forward. This is where you took the step of faith into the dark, only to find there's a light just a little further ahead. This is the shift we often talk about when you make the decision to make this happen for you. Number 7, the achievement. What was your end result? What has your business given you so far? What are the desires that you have achieved? And number 8, the transformation. What was the transformation you experienced? Here's where you talk about who you became through this process. You pushed through the conflict, and this is the rebirth of your new belief system that you do deserve more and you can achieve your desires. So this outline should give you the framework to tell any story well. You can use this for your personal story or for other team member stories to share. And if you teach your business partners this process, you will see duplication in your organization. Thanks for being here. And if this has been helpful, please give me a like and feel free to share this training with team members and friends who can benefit. And remember to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll know when new content comes out. Post any questions in the comments so I can check back and help you. And feel free to look at some of my other trainings, which might be super helpful. I've got the 5 tips for social media success, where I teach you how to create posts that will help you build new relationships, open up new conversations, and find clients and partners that are looking for what you have to offer. And then there's the brand called You, which will help you figure out your personal brand and how to use it to attract the right people to you. And Who is Your Avatar, which helps you figure out who your perfect client and business partner is and how to attract them. Thanks again for being on today, and I will see you soon.